Hey guys, just before this video starts, sorry this video is a bit late. I wanted to release this on the day of the update, but I wanted to get footage of the update itself, and well, we all know how that kind of turned out, and unfortunately I couldn't really get footage until a few days on, but I figured I'd make the video anyway, upload it anyway, and I can't remember if I say it in the video or not. I'm about to edit it now. There will be one more video specifically covering this update, not including the Pyro Heavy update whenever it comes. That'll be a whole separate thing, but I will cover those. And there's going to be one more, and it'll be kind of maybe a week from now, something like that, after the update's really settled down, and I'll give a video saying my general thoughts on the update as a whole. And the reason I wanted to say this right now is because there's a lot of things I say in this video which I know now because I've had time to play the game and figure out stuff and all that, because I read those patch notes before I even got to start playing. So anyway, please enjoy. Hey guys, it's Ihasnotomato here, and welcoming you back to, I guess, to more content on the Meet Your Match update. This is day 2, part 2, where we're going to be going over the patch notes. Now, I mentioned in the last episode that as I made it, that the notes hadn't been released yet, and literally as I just started uploading that video, the patch notes were released. So I had a quick read through them myself. I stopped near the end and thinking I should just record this, and then I realized that I was only a little bit off, but you know. And I figured we'd go through it, and once again, just talk about my thoughts and stuff. Now, I'm gonna briefly go over just some of the general things and all that, mainly because, as a lot of you probably are, I'm mainly interested in like the bounce changes and stuff, and giving my thoughts on them. As far as I've seen so far, they're fairly interesting. I'll give them that. So in general, you know, they reworked the main menu and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to put footage or anything like that in the background for this, or maybe I'll just put, I don't know. We'll see what we put in the background. This video is probably going to come out a bit later just because I want to play the update, and this video I feel like doesn't need to come out very early, but we'll see. Yeah. They rewrote the main menu and stuff, and I do really like it. I have looked at it myself. If you remember in the first episode, I was actually quite nervous about quick play and stuff like that. I did look, and it turns out quick play is now a separate thing to servers. So servers and quick play, separate things. That's really, really cool. I do like that a lot. So, you know, people killed by energy weapons now play a special sound effect. That's cool. New special voice line files for competitive. That'll be interesting to see. Or hear at least. Sounds to attacks where the target players resisted a part of damage. That's interesting. They added the prettier items, blah blah blah, medals and all that kind of stuff. Not like, I mean, all this you can read on your own. And like, I can't really say that I have much of an opinion. Remember, this series is about what I think, my thoughts. They say pastime is your outer beta, as we saw earlier. They say that you get a participation pin if you played it during the beta. I didn't exactly play it. I went on an empty server once just to see what it was like, and I played it a little bit. So I don't know if that'll count. Probably not. And apparently 2 new achievements with item rewards, and so they both have item rewards. It doesn't say what they are. I've yet to see a list of any new items that have been added, because that's the thing. I don't know if any of you noticed that it had no cosmetics or anything like that. So this update, at least so far. So that's interesting. Like, I'm sure they've added something like that, but just haven't seen it yet. So, you know, they tweaked the maps and stuff like that. There is some gameplay changes. Don't really care. Like I said, I didn't really ever play pastime myself. They fixed a lot of bugs, a lot of which I didn't even realize were bugs. But, you know, which is good because that means a lot of them are kind of small. And I'm sure there's probably some giant blatant ones for classes that I don't play that they fixed. It is a fair list. Like I said, you can read through it yourself. They fixed some performance, or they added, like, you know, did all the performance stuff. I'm sorry that I skip over that kind of things. But like, you know, I just, this is not what I'm interested in right now. The custom HUD versioning. I know a lot of people use custom HUD, so that's good for you. They've talked about it there. The Manco store, they added a whole bunch of stuff and they changed the way it is. You know, competitive matchmaking passes in it, and all the things I mentioned earlier. They've changed the maps a little bit, fixing exploits and adding some like ammo packs and stuff. Nothing too big. Nothing too noticeable, at least I would say. Okay, here we go. Game balance. This is what we're all here for. Let's admit it. Let's start off with the Scout. Now, the Criticola, number 1. Added Mark for Death debuff for 2 seconds after the buff effect expires. I think that's actually a good thing, because I've heard a lot of people say the Criticola is actually kind of broken, apparently. I don't really use it, but I can see that it's kind of broken and that it's, in terms of it's basically just free mini crits whenever you want it. So having a debuff Mark for Death thing afterwards, I guess, you know, it kind of feels natural. Nothing too big. The Soda Pop has gotten a kind of majorist change where now instead of build hype by running around, it's on hit build hype. I'm not sure how big of a change that'll make to it. Like I said, once again, it's a weapon I really don't use. So yeah, not quite sure how that would go down for a lot of people. I think that it kind of it's more. I feel like it's more of a rewarding thing. Like, I think the problem that they probably had is that they build hype by running around. You probably just had someone in spawn running around in circles for a while until they got their hype built. So I think it's cool that it's more of a you have to actually go out and do shit to get it. So you know, that works. This is the interesting one. The shortstop added an alt fire attack. Reach out and shove someone. What? Like, does the Scout literally have his like hand and shove someone? Like, is that legitimately what happens there? Like, I don't know. That sounds interesting, to say the least. All right then. Yeah, or maybe it's like a weird knockback attack. Like, I don't know. This is weird to me. I'm having trouble imagining it. I think when I do play it, because I haven't had a chance to properly play it yet, because when I went in, the kind of servers and stuff were down because they were still setting it up. Like, literally, as I've been making these videos, the game has actually just updated and they're getting into it now. So, you know, I haven't yet to play it yet, so we will see. Removed plus healing bonus. Yeah, that's, yeah. And reduce pushback vulnerability to 20% from 40%. Sounds like they nerfed it a bit, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, this reach out and shove someone thing, I feel like it might change the way that it's played altogether, because that sounds like a melee attack almost. Like, you got to use the shortstop really quite closely. I don't know. I'm really curious to see what that's like. And the sun on the stick. Take 25% less damage from fire while deployed. That makes it marginally better, but I still think it's kind of trash, because there's that little keyword there that everyone hates: while deployed. Now, granted, it might be good for when you're on fire and you want to run away. I guess that could, like, I can see it getting more use now, but still, you know, people. That's the problem with the overdoses. People like the idea of getting faster with more Uber charge, but not if you have to have the overdose out at the time. You know, it's just a thing. Okay, Soldier. The Righteous Bison fixed the bug causing players to be hit by the same projectile multiple times. I didn't know about this bug. I don't use the Righteous Bison either. Yeah, and so it's causing the damage to vary wildly. Per shot, damage is increased to compensate, resulting in slightly more damage on average. So point blank deals 54 damage, previously from 20 to 80. Wow. Maximum range deals 24 damage, previously from 14 to 56. That's a pretty fucking big gap there. Wow. I'm surprised that went thing for so long. It explained how some people with the Righteous Bison do just feel like they get really fucking lucky by just shooting you once and something. They slowed the projectile speed by 30%, which honestly feels like really slow, because I think that the Righteous Bison already is already pretty fucking slow in its shots, but I don't know. Projectile damage reduced by 25% for each enemy penetrated, so as it goes through people, it does less and less damage. I like that. I mean, there's not many scenarios where it'll happen, but you know, it's cool. Updated projectile impact sounds. I like hearing new sounds. I mean, it's not a big deal, but I like it anyway. Might as well say. The disciplinary action, they reduce the speed bonus to teammates for 2 seconds. It's interesting that it says teammates. Does that affect you as well? Do you still get the 3? I don't know. Instead of... So, I mean, like, I don't know how big deal that is. Like, it's a bit annoying, I guess. Just gotta slap people more. And Rocket Jumper has got updated models and materials, blah, blah, blah. Although, unless they change it dramatically, the way it looks, I doubt it though. Alright, Sniper. The Cozy Camper now requires a full charge to gain flinch resistance. Now, that sounds kind of bad, but at the same time, like, I don't think it'll make a big difference. As a Sniper, the idea is that you want to get a full charge to do the maximum amount of damage, so, you know. And it doesn't take long to charge it, so I think it's kind of cool. That's a good thing. Cozy Camper, a lot of people say, is a bit OP anyway, so. Sydney Sleeper. Oh, I like these changes. When fully charged, or when making a headshot, now applies Girardi in a radius. Now that's something I feel like it could have used. So, fully charged or headshot will splash all the people around with Girardi. That's cool. Scope shots now extinguish teammates. I don't know how to feel about that. Well, no, I think it's fine, because I was thinking, I think it's a bit OP that the sniper could just kind of stand there and just shoot all of his teammates just like really quickly and extinguish them, but then I remembered that Pyro can do exactly the same thing, except even easier. So, he gets a pass. That's cool. Cleaner's Carbine removed hidden 10% damage taken multiplier when under the effects. Apparently that wasn't even a thing that was supposed to be there, I guess. And no one knew about it. That's kind of annoying. Alright, Heavy. Heavy's changes are interesting. So Natasha and the Brass Beast, the 20% damage resistance now only applies when spun up and below 50% max health, which, I mean, like, that's cool, I guess. I guess that makes a bit of sense. Like, you don't want to use it just becoming like well, I don't know. To be honest, I always felt that the damage resistance didn't do too crazy much, but yeah, you know, who knows. The Hulong Heater, now these are the interesting changes. They did now there's 10% less damage. 25% does added 25% increased damage versus burning players. So what is it basically saying is now it helps to work with Pyros? That's kind of funny. I just thought, like, considering it's the Heavy versus Pyro kind of thing right now, that it's encouraging them to work together. I don't know. Reduce ammo drain to -4 seconds from -6. Yeah, that's nice. Reduce pulse damage from the ring to 12 from 15 due to increased damage versus burn. Yeah, I think that's cool that they've actually buffed the Hulong Heater, because a lot of people never really even considered it much of a minigun. Like, it's a good minigun, but a lot of people are like, it's really just the stock Brass Beast or Thomas Lab, because it's like, would you rather have damage and no speed, or speed and no damage, that kind of thing. Well, like damage per second. I went over in a video. Anyway, Buffalo Steak Sandwich fixed damage taken multiplier accidentally being 10% instead of 25%. So I really kind of wish I knew about this bug, so I would have used it more. So it used to be you only took 10% more damage. Now it's 25. So that's kind of significant. Spy, his max move speed is increased to 320 from 300, so now he's going to be faster than everyone on fucking Earth. Well, not exactly, but I mean, I think it's annoying enough that I have to fucking chase them with their increased speed from the Dead Ringer, and now they got even faster. Ugh. And the Enforcer, now, I don't quite get this. Attacks, pierce, resist, and absorb effects from all sources. Attacks, pierce, resist, and absorb effects from all sources. Is that people attacking you, or you attacking them? I don't understand. I'm not quite getting it. Pyro changes. Now this is the part I was hoping I could really get into, but there is only 2. But they're kind of big. Well, not really. Well, one of them is. To every single flamethrower, it added direct damage, reduces medigun healing, and resists shield effects by 25%. And medics hear a healing interrupted sound while this is happening to their heal target. What the fuck? That sounds like just a massive middle finger to medics. I mean, I like my medics. Like, that sounds so mean. And it's gonna fuck up so much medic gameplay I can easily see. Healing interrupted is now a thing. Like, so basically to shut down like a medic anyone combo is just to burn them directly. That's, I don't know, I feel like that's like, even as a pyro man, I'm like, that kind of sounds a bit douchebaggy. I mean, I'm interested to see how it works in game, of course. Like, maybe it's not as bad as it sounds, but bloody hell, that sounds kind of mean. I feel like medics get enough shit in terms of them being high priority targets and all that. And the Man Melter removed hidden 20% fire rate panel. Thank fuck. Oh my god, that actually might make it usable now. I don't think I've ever talked about the Man Melter before, but essentially the thing that fucks me up the most about it is that it has less fire rate than any other flare gun, and because it has no reload animation, it's so hard to tell when it's ready to fire again. It's just not natural. I don't know. Okay, now we get into the medic changes. Now, base. All medic guns allow the medic to match the speed of their heal target, previously only available in quick fix. That's a cool upgrade. I like that. I like that a lot. Kind of, because like it's not a massive difference, honestly. I mean, like, it is and it isn't. Because it's like, okay, now I can get into battle much quicker, but I don't know. I don't think it's too extreme, but you know. The quick fix has been nerfed. Update rate reduced to 15% instead of 25%. Like I said, like that's like, I don't know. That's 10% less. That feels like a lot, but it might not be. I don't know. All of this stuff is really dependent on how it works in game. The overdose, they've actually buffed, I believe. Yeah, increased movement speed bonus to 20% from 10%. That's really nice. And then it says increased damage penalty to 15% from 10%, which is like one step forward, two steps back. Well, actually, I think it's more two steps forward, one step back. The overdose is getting there. I think it's slightly more viable still. I think it's like the best primary for the medic at all. Nowhere near, but you know. This is an interesting thing. Any dropped miniguns, stored uber-charge begins to decay over time. I didn't even know you could have stored uber-charge and drop miniguns, so that's kind of cool. Yeah, so basically if you have like 100% uber-charge, you die, your minigun falls to the ground, it'll start decaying. So, yeah. Until someone picks it up again, I guess. Demo Man. All boots now require a shield to activate any move speed bonuses. I should mention as well, I really don't play Demo Man, but I'll read them anyway and just give general thoughts. Listed on the item. The Iron Bomber decreased the fuse time to 1.4 seconds from 2. I actually think that's kind of nice. The Quickie Bomb Launcher increased charge time duration to 70% from 50%. Right? Oh no, charge time reduction, sorry. Increased damage bonus for max charge shots to 35% from 25%. Increased clip size penalty to 50% from 25%. Remove sticky bombs fizzle 4 seconds after landing. I kind of don't like that because I don't like sticky bomb launchers. I think they're a little bit OP for my taste, but you know. And the sticky jumper has also had updated models and materials. It's interesting that they did both the sticky jumper and the rocket jumper. So, you know. And this is the only thing I haven't read yet because I was like, I gotta do something. I gotta record this, and it's like the last thing. The engineer changes. So let's see. This has been my first time reading them as well. Level 1 teleporters now cost 50 metal, previously 125. Holy fuck, that's actually really nice. That means you can build a dispenser and both your teleporters before you have to grab any metal. That's really fucking awesome. I'm into that, yeah. The Widowmaker. Damage increased plus 10% when attacking the same target as your sentry. That's unnecessary, but I like it. Sure, why not? What the fuck? The Eureka Effect. Here we go. Let's see how we try and fix the Eureka Effect this time. Reduce 50% less metal from dispensers and pickups to 20%. Added teleportations cost 50% less metal. Teleporters cost 50% less metal. Oh. Wait. Teleporters cost 50% less metal. Are you saying that you can put down teleporters for 25 metal? Is that what it's saying? Am I reading this wrong? So if you have the Eureka Effect, teleporters only cost 25 metal? That can't be right. That must be... I gotta test that out in game. There's no way. I must read this. Must have read it wrong. Teleporters cost 50% less metal, not more. If it was more, I would have understood, because then it kind of makes up for the teleporters only cost 50 metal. That's just... My head is exploding. Okay, the short circuit. Base projectile attack is minus 10 metal, hit or miss, and then add minus 5 metal for each projectile destroyed. Okay, sometimes a buff, sometimes a nerf. Right, okay. Don't quite understand that. I don't use the short circuit admittedly because I think it's kind of a dick weapon. Speaking of dick weapons, the Thompson. Fix an exploit that with shooting for your own buildings. Oh, okay. Jeez. Increase close range damage to 75 from 62. Okay. Reduce long range from to 32 from 42. And updated projectile impact sound. And that is all of the balance changes. And I gotta say, whew, some of them are so like mediocre and like whatever. And then the others like what? Particularly these engineer changes, just because they kind of caught me off guard. Like, that, are you serious? The Eureka effects, like, this is what I'm reading right now. Teleporters cost 50% less metal. If they already cost 50 metal, which means that they would cost 25 each. That's crazy. I don't... Like, I must be... That can't be right. I don't know. Fucking hell. Okay, anyway, so that'll do it for this episode thing of the update coverage. Man, this one went on for a while. Yeah, not sure what to think. Brain explode. There'll probably be 1 or 2 more videos at least. I'm not sure, like... I'm thinking at least I'll do a video talking back on the update, saying what I think of it so far or whatever, like actually playing it. But not today. Today, yeah. But yeah. So stay tuned for that. I've been Ihasnotomato. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Little deep respects and wisdom for an episode of words. Gonna live with tiny gizzards, soda fountain special birds. Little deep respects and wisdom.